Hey guys, welcome back with the M News. This is the end of the year, and I want to give my top 10 most favorite movies of 2014. And these are the movies that I've seen this year. And I have not seen a lot of movies this year, especially the big buzz ones that are getting a lot of Oscar praise. I have not seen a lot of those. Actually, I've probably barely seen it. Haven't seen any of them actually, which was really disappointing because I was going to the theaters just more for my entertainment reasons this year than I was wanting to see the Oscar buzz movies, and yeah, I feel bad about that. Forgive me. I will give a couple of honorable mentions though before I get started with this list. And coming in the honorable mentions, we got As Above, So Below, which I actually enjoyed as a horror movie fan. I quite got a blast out of that one in the theaters, so I enjoyed it. And Deliver Us from Evil, which I actually quite enjoyed. A lot of people, it got a lot of mixed reviews, but I certainly had a little bit of fun with it. So Neighbors, with Seth Rogen and Dave Franco and Zac Efron and all them. Really funny, really hilarious movie. Did not make my top 10 though. Came this close, but did not make it. Alright, guys, let's get started with number 10. Yeah, it's the Lego movie. The biggest surprise for me, I thought it was going to be some generic toy buying, we go out and buy toys now, get some Legos and for the kids and stuff, but no, this movie actually had a great story and great characters, really fun atmosphere, and the movie turned out to be something I wasn't expecting, and that's right there is what I want to see every year, is because I was not expecting it, and that's why it made me number 10. It just really came off to me as a blind buy. I did not know what to expect and really enjoyed it. So the Lego movie makes my number 10. Coming in at number 9 is another movie directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, same directors of the Lego movie, is 22 Jump Street, the funniest comedy of the year in my opinion. I have not seen Dumb and Dumber 2. I have not seen Horrible Bosses 2, but the 22 Jump Street was just a sequel for me. It just nailed it perfectly. It was the same story, same thing. It just took it in a different route and really turned out well. Really funny, really hilarious. Ice Cube is just hilarious in the movie. If you have not seen 22 Jump Street, check that one out. That makes my number 9. Coming in at number 8 is another sequel for this year, and a really, really well done sequel. It actually did everything a sequel should, and that's How to Train Your Dragon 2. Probably my favorite animated movie of the year. It really did take everything into a darker route, and it worked perfectly. The characters grew up, and that was just awesome. I love how the characters are growing up as these stories are continuing to be told, and darker times are coming ahead, and this movie did it really well and really blew me away. I loved it, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Number 7 is another sequel, believe it or not. It's Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This movie just blew it out of the water. I mean, going into the first Captain America, really fun popcorn Marvel movie, really fun time. Goes into this really great spy thriller, and the movie absolutely just blew me away. The villain was just perfect for the story being told. Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, blew it out of the water again with this role. I loved every minute of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Really, you gotta check it out if you have not. Coming in at number 6 is Godzilla. Godzilla comes in at number 6. Now remember, these are just movies I really enjoyed in the theater. Had a really great experience watching them. And Godzilla for me was just one of the better experiences in the theater I had this year. Really had a blast watching it. Godzilla's back, not the 1999 remake bullshit we got with Matthew Broderick, but this really is Godzilla, and it's so much fun watching on the big screen. And it's even fun watching in your little living room with a nice plasma screen. It really is just a fun time. Get surround sound for that sucker, though. Get some surround sound, because that is the best way to enjoy Godzilla, in my opinion. Coming in at number 5, finally the top 5 my favorite movies of 2014, and coming in at number 5 is X-Men: Days of Future Past. This movie did blow me away because I was going into it thinking we're going to get another stupid X-Men movie. No. This movie totally caught me by surprise. It did everything ballsy. It took all the original X-Men movies and said, nope, none of that happened. Let's restart, let's reboot, and now we got X-Men: Days of Future Past, which is going to lead up to X-Men Apocalypse. And the movie, all the characters work so well in it. Every character has their moment, especially Quicksilver, which I thought was the funniest and most awesome part about the movie. Michael Fassbender's Magneto, just amazing. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine never gets old. This movie really did blow me away, had so much fun watching it in the theaters with friends, and really fun Marvel movie. Can't wait for it to come out, or for me to get it on Blu-ray. Really, really looking forward to buying that on Blu-ray, actually. I'm surprised I haven't asked for that for Christmas yet. Or, yeah, I needed to ask for that for Christmas. Now I feel really stupid. Alright, let's get on to my number 4. Coming in at number 4 is actually a movie I saw on Blu-ray. And did not know what to expect from this. All I wanted to expect was, a great time. And it did. It delivered a great time. It was a blast. It was awesome. I loved it. Guardians of the Galaxy makes my number 4. Chris Pratt, when going into this, you're thinking, no, this guy's not too good of an actor. He's not going to nail it. And guess what? The guy nails it. He owns the role of Star-Lord. Zoe Saldana. Every one of these guys has their moments in this movie, and they all add up. And what the thing about this in the Avengers is that they got every character down in one movie. This whole movie was down, and I loved every character. And I loved even the villain, Ronan, who was played by Lee Pace. Awesome Marvel movie, probably my favorite. It is my favorite Marvel movie of the year. Really fun time in theater. I wish I saw it in theaters, guys. But the Blu-ray experience was just as fun. I really enjoyed Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and the whole story that they were telling here. Really fun movie. Really. Coming in at number 3 was the biggest, yes, even bigger than the Lego Movie. The biggest shock to me. Tom Cruise stars in it, and it is Edge of Tomorrow, starring Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise. The movie is a great sci-fi action. It's so underrated. It's incredibly insane. The movie did not get enough theater buzz, and really, really disappointed me. The marketing for this movie was just horrendous. Oh my god, it was awful. What was that stupid song they played? It went something like, it's not the, no, this is not the end. It was something like that. It was really, really stupid. I was thinking, this is going to be Oblivion sequel. This is Oblivion, and it's stupid. And no, the movie was totally, totally crazy. It made my number 3 spot my top 10 favorite. I mean, it made a lot of people's top 10, What a disappointment in the marketing. My god, it's awesome. The movie's awesome. Can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray for myself. Just a fantastic experience. I loved every minute of Edge of Tomorrow. Coming in at number 2. This one was the toughest year for me, but curse me, my number 1. I gotta go with number 2, and that's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This movie was just fantastic. I loved every very second of this movie, watching it. It was just, for me, it was like just going back and watching almost like a Jurassic Park film. It really did. It really was. The setting of the movie was just like Jurassic Park, you know what I mean? And I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park, but this movie just, I might actually, I don't know, that's tough, but Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the apes were just a thing, these motion capture apes, which really did not feel like motion captured. It felt like real goddamn apes talking to me, and doing all their, ape-like, civilization things, and this movie was really, it was mind-blowing to look at, because Andy Serkis's performance as Caesar was just out of the park. It was fantastic. I loved every minute of it. I was really, really disappointed that the movie did not, I can't say for sure yet. I hope it gets nominated for Oscars. I mean, this movie is just fun. It's not just fun, it's just mind-blowing, it's emotional, it's very, they did the one thing that they were supposed to, and that was stick to the story of the apes, and they stuck to that story. Thank God Matt Reeves directed this, because if they did not use Matt Reeves, the movie would have been about the humans, and I can't do that. I mean, when you have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in the title, I wanted to see more of the apes, not the humans. I mean, Transformers. This movie was just, for me, it was a great theater experience. First time I ever went back and watched it in theaters again, you know what I mean? Really fun time in the theaters, really, really gripping movie, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I really did. It was so much fun to watch. What this movie did was it was a movie accomplishment, I mean, with the motion capture. That was amazing. Amazing. My number 1. It's The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. I gotta say, guys, I know this movie has its problems, and I know you guys are just not gonna agree with me, and that is totally fine if you do not agree with me. This list for me is like, what was the most fun I had in the theaters, and being the biggest Middle-earth fan in the world, I can't help myself when the last Hobbit movie comes out, and probably not the greatest in your guys' eyes, but certainly it was the most funnest time I had in the theaters this year. It really did grip on my heart because I grew up watching The Lord of the Rings, and then The Hobbit came out, and I was all pumped up for that, and then I loved it, and it's for me, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. It got everything. In the story way, it got a lot of things. It got the things right that it needed to do, and no, I didn't think it was going to be emotionally gripping as like the end of Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, or but it was the thing that was leading up to what was the great franchise, and for me, The Hobbit was a great franchise too, and now they're all in one big great franchise. And a lot of the things that they did not answer in the Hobbit, I actually did do this. I did do this. I went back and watched The Fellowship of the Ring right after I saw the Battle of the Five Armies, and it actually leads in perfectly. I was really surprised. It leads in so well, and I really did love it. For me, it was the best movie of the year. But then I cannot say that because I have not seen a lot of these Oscar buzz movies, and I really need to. And not to say this list will not change by the time I see all these Oscar buzz movies. When I see all these Oscar buzz movies, I will change my opinion. Nonetheless, I mean, I've heard so many great things about these movies. And yes, that includes Whiplash, Boyhood, The Imitation Game, all these, the Babadook even. I've heard so many great things, and I need to see these movies before I can make total judgment on the best movies of 2014. But this is my list for right now, and I'm glad to give it to you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and guys, let me know your top 10 down below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. So guys, thanks for watching as always, and thanks for watching, I guess, Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. This guy put The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, for his number one. And you know what? I'll probably be the only guy to do that, put it my number one, but you know what? I can't help what I enjoy, and I really enjoyed The Battle of the Five Armies. I'm a huge fan of the book, and guys, thanks for watching.